Okay. Before starting the lesson, let's pray together. Pray, start. Right, please. To start today's lesson, I am checking attendance. Later, when I call your name, you tell me how you feel at the moment. Is a good, bad, or normal? I understand?
Yes.
First, Nabila.
Good, miss.
Okay. Nabila.
No.
Okay. Lily.
Happy.
Okay. Lala.
Happy.
Okay. Tantri.
No.
Okay. Last week, we learned to represent data using frequency distribution tables and graph. Okay. We all learned to process data using mean, median, and mode. What is mean?
Mean is average.
Okay. What is median?
Median is median value.
Okay. What is mode?
Mode is frequently according volume values.
Today we will apply the material learned last week with a project that will be related to environmental preservation. Namely, finding data on biodiversity in the school environment as material to preserve the environment. I hope you can follow today's learning is well, orderly, and funny. Okay? From today's learning, I hope you are able to collect, process, and present data about biodiversity in the environment around the school. Analyze simple statistical data is mean, median, mode, range, and percent to identify biodiversity patterns. Formulate conservation action recommendation based on statistical data analysis. Communicate the result of the analysis and recommendation in the form of an interesting presentation. Okay, I will show you a short video about the beauty and importance of biodiversity. Well, as it is, you guys take a good look at this video.
Keanekaragaman hayati merupakan hal yang penting bagi kehidupan. Keanekaragaman hayati berperan sebagai indikator dari sistem ekologi dan sarana untuk mengetahui adanya perubahan spesies. Keanekaragaman hayati juga mencakup kekayaan spesies dan kompleksitas ekosistem sehingga dapat mempengaruhi komunitas organisme, perkembangan dan stabilitas ekosistem. Indonesia dikenal oleh masyarakat dunia sebagai salah satu negara mega biodiversity. Sebutan ini didukung oleh keadaan alam di Indonesia dengan iklim tropis yang menjadi habitat yang cocok bagi berbagai flora dan fauna. Hal ini menjadikan keanekaragaman hayati atau biodiversitas di Indonesia menjadi terhitung sangat tinggi. Berdasarkan geografis, Indonesia terletak di antara 6 derajat lintang utara sampai 11 derajat lintang selatan. Artinya, Indonesia berada di daerah tropis. Daerah tropis memiliki ciri khas di mana suhu rata-rata antara 26 derajat Celcius sampai 28 derajat Celcius. Dengan curah hujan yang cukup tinggi yaitu 700 sampai 7000 mm per tahun dan memiliki tanah yang cukup subur karena pelapukan batuan induk cukup cepat terjadi. Indonesia juga terletak di antara dua rangkaian pegunungan muda, yaitu Sirkum Pasifik dan Sirkum Mediterania. Berdasarkan hal ini, Indonesia sering sekali disebut sebagai negara Ring of Fire. Banyaknya gunung api yang ada di Indonesia menyebabkan tanah yang ada menjadi subur, terutama di Pulau Jawa dan Sumatera. Keadaan abiotik yang sangat bervariasi ini membuat Indonesia kaya akan jenis flora dan fauna. Indonesia memiliki 10% jenis tanaman dari seluruh spesies tanaman yang ada di dunia, 16% spesies herpetofauna, 12% spesies mamalia, dan 17% spesies burung di dunia. Sejumlah spesies pun bersifat endemik, yang artinya spesies tersebut hanya ada di Indonesia dan tidak ditemukan di wilayah manapun di seluruh dunia. Contoh flora dan fauna endemik di Indonesia antara lain burung cendrawasih di Papua, burung maleo di Sulawesi, komodo di Taman Nasional Komodo, anoa di Sulawesi.
After seeing this video, I would like to ask what types of plants or animals have you seen around your school or home?
Cat.
Okay.
Dog.
Dog. Okay.
Butterfly.
Butterfly.
Bird.
Bird. Okay. Do you see change in the number of types of living beings over time?
Yes, of course.
Why is it important to maintain biodiversity?
Because it has a major impact on environmental health, the economy, and human well-being.
Okay. The project we will do today is to analyze local biodiversity and formulate conservation efforts using statistical concepts. The focus of conservation here is not on what but other aspects such as the existence of certain species, habitat change, or other environmental factors. Okay, I will divide you into two groups. You can from 1 and 2 faculty. Start from Lily. 2. 1. Now you gather according to your respective group and list these groups and choose the biodiversity focus that you want to research. The object of research is in the school area, but it cannot be the same. Okay, after determining the type and object of research, you record the data neatly and process the data using simple statistical concepts. For example, find the average of one species. Once the data is obtained, you formulate recommendation for conservation action from the biodiversity you have observed. Then you compile a short report of today's project